Okay, let's take a look at 3 different letters in Spanish and see how they are pronounced. First of all, let's take a look at the letter H. So I'm looking up here at the top of my slide. H in Spain is always silent except after a C, then it makes the CH sound, okay? So, for example, the written word here, meaning egg, H-U-E-V-O, it just sounds like huevo. It's totally silent. Or helado. But when it's with a C, it makes a CH, so it'd be chocolate. So when you see an H by itself, just don't pronounce it in Spanish. No exceptions. Only when it's with the C, then it makes a ch sound like in English. Now let's take a look at G. G has 2 different possible sounds here. So first of all, the G in Spain, it always sounds like the G as in gallon, the G, except, very important, except if the vowels E or I follow the G. So in these cases, the sound in Spain is more like the English H, like hello. Now, when we have the UE, such as GUE or GUI, follows the G, the U is silent. Now, those are a lot of different exceptions. Don't worry about that. We'll look at some examples. Now, you will see a U with the 2 dots on top. The 2 dots on top of a U in Spanish is called diéresis. Diéresis, okay? Now, if you see the 2 dots on a U, you always pronounce the U. So you're going to see the GUI or GUE, but if that U has the 2 dots, you will pronounce the U. So let's take a look at some examples here. So this first word is pronounced gobierno, just like the G as in gallon, gobierno. Now here it's GI. Now with the GI, like I said up here, if an I follows the G, it's going to sound like an H. So this would be Gibraltar, Gibraltar. Now, depending on where you are in Spain, in the south of Spain, I noticed that it's quite soft. Gibraltar, it's all in the mouth. Gibraltar. Now, I spent 15 years living in Barcelona, and in the north, northeast, it's more down in the throat. So if you do know some German or some other languages where it's more guttural down here in the throat, you can pronounce it a little bit thicker. Gibraltar. I know that's a little bit awkward for English speakers because we don't have that sound. In American English especially, Gibraltar. Now take a look at this next word, a city in the south of Spain, where it's GE. So what happens with the G here? The G is like an H, so it would be pronounced Algeciras, Algeciras. Remember the C becomes a TH in Spain if an I follows it, Algeciras. But here we have a GUE. What did I say? If it's a GUE, the U is silent. So this would be guerra, guerra. All right, here we got a U with 2 dots. What do you do with a U with 2 dots? You always pronounce the U. So this would be pingüino, pingüino. So this is interesting because this word here, pingüino, G-U-I, but compare it with the word here, G-U-I. You do not pronounce the U here. So this would be pronounced guitarra, guitarra. Okay? So quick review. If it's G-U-I or G-U-E without the dots, you don't pronounce the U. If it's G-I or G-E, the G sounds like an H. All right? Let's take a look at the letter J. J in Spain is always pronounced like the H in English. And again, down in the south, it's more in the mouth, just an H. But in other parts of Spain, it's down more in the throat. So look at this first word, jamás. It's pronounced like jamás. Or here, a lot of people's favorite, jamón, jamón. Or here, caja, caja. So let's take a look at these words that have a combination of H's, G's, and J's and how you would pronounce it. So I'll give you just a minute. Try to say the word out loud, and what I will do is I will pronounce it afterwards to check if you pronounced it correctly. So let's look at the first one. Number 1, how would you pronounce that? What do you do with the U with the two dots? You pronounce the U. So here it'd be linguistica. Linguistica. Look at number 2. Question is the G like a G or is the G like a H? Well, here we have G-U-A, so you pronounce it. Guacamole. Take a look at number 3. How do you pronounce it? Antiguo, because it's G-U-O. If it's G-U-O, you pronounce the U. Antiguo. Look at number 4. Cigüeña. Cigüeña. Number 5. Bilingüe. Bilingüe. Number 6. Sigue. Sigue. It's G-U-E. Now here, comparing 5 and 6, you have G-U-E, but this U has the two dots, the diéresis. Here, it does not. G-U-E, so the U is silent. Sigue. Look at number 7. You remember the H's? What do the H's do? They do nothing. So this is hacer. Hacer. Look at number 7. How would you pronounce that? You have G-U-I. Remember back here, what do you do with G-U-I? Águila. Águila. 8. Alguien. 9. Jaca. 10. Albergue. Albergue. 11. Caja. 12. Jefatura. 13. Hacha. Remember the H is silent. Hacha. And 14. Ahumado. Au, because I got the A, the U, but the H, it doesn't exist. Ahumado. All right, keep practicing. It is hard at first to remember these different rules, but over time you'll start to see the patterns and it'll make a lot of sense. But just keep at it.